First off, congratulations to all these Weber State players. What a crazy game. What a wild game. As me and Kevin this spring, we did our podcast on what we felt was going to happen this season. I said it's going to be a track meet. You're going to see these wild, high-scoring games. That's what we had. As yesterday I said I thought the score would be 35-34. We would win by 1 point. I'm dialed in. Always have been dialed in on this team. So, what a game. What a game. Weaver goes to the prevent defense, which we all know that. Anybody that knows a half a brain knows prevent defense is all they do is prevent winning. And what a comeback by McNeese State. What a comeback. Epic game. And, I really applaud their coach for going for two. In that humidity and that heat, those players were depleted. And what a play by Matt Herring, get his hand up but knock it down. But wild-ass game. A lot of good takeaways for Weber State. Jalen Records, he dropped the pass in the end zone to beat McNeese State here. And it's always bothered him. I know for a fact how bad it's bothered. I've talked to him about it. What an outstanding young man. He redeemed himself right off the get, didn't he? 78-yard touchdown catch. Boom. So the quarterback play on both sides is what I expected it to be. The good, the bad, the ugly. But, this is what you're going to see all year. My player of the game, that's got to be Sloan Calder. How beautiful was that play? Thing of beauty. The Morgan kid. What a play. What a beautiful pitch on the fake field goal. But, I think this game did a lot for both teams. Because both teams were down, feeling down. A lot of great takeaways from this game. And especially individual players. BJ Carey with that pick six. Big time. But I thought it'd be that's what we're going to see all year. Now, Weber State plays home finally this year. Homecoming, and I'm totally against that W. I don't know how they pulled that off. I thought it was against a lot of deface. We're still defacing the mighty Wasatch. I really can't stand that W. Light it up. It's hideous. Fucking on the beautiful Wasatch. Why are you defacing the most beautiful thing in Utah? The mighty Wasatch. But that's what they do around here. So, arrogance. So, they haven't played a home game yet. What? Let's spend millions of dollars on redoing the stadium not to play. Well, look what they did over there at the education department. They spent how much money? How many millions of dollars? And then killed the education department, which this started out as a teacher's school. David Obake on Balco on chemo. So, what a game. What a wild game. They play Butler here. I think you're going to see more of the same. I think you're going to see this all season. You think this game was wild? I should have seen that Southern Utah, Northern Arizona game. 50-49. Oh. But big win for Weber, even though they tried to choke it. Oh, boy, did they try to choke it. But they needed it. Put up some points. I told you they're going to stack the box on Godley. I think he had 22 carries of it. They kept hammering him. He got 2 touchdowns. But, whew. So they think Jackson Gilkey's a running quarterback. They're going to run this thing. We'll see how that works out. I'm not a fan of it, but whatever. He had a pretty good game at times. Other times he didn't look too good, but a lot of these players played well. He played a lot better. He's got 7 INTs for the season now. So, but that's what you're going to see all season. So, big win for Weber. As I said, they won by 1 point. They won by 1 point. So, on the over. I'm dialed in on this team. I've been dialed in on this team for years. Nobody knows this team like I know. Congratulations to Sloan Calder. He's a fantastic young guy. Amazing. Quit calling them kids there, Graybill. Of course, you're as old as you are. These ain't kids. These are grown men. So hell of a game. They needed it. They absolutely needed it. And Matt Herron saves the day. Gets his hand up there and bats that down. What a comeback from McNeese State. Been a great matchup, these two teams. I mean, I remember when they played in the tournament here, and last year's crazy game. So, big win for them. They needed it. They needed it. Let's see if they can build on it. Actually get a home game. Why? Well, they're bleeding money. Basketball, nobody goes to games anymore. I wonder why. Basketball, you support football. Football, you support, go to the tournament. Ranked 7th in the country 2 years ago and don't make that round of 16. They get a big check. They got jack. They're bleeding money. Why? Because nobody goes. I wonder why. Basketball or football really bleed money. And then they had to give $8 million to Ann Milner, who destroyed the school business here, who railroaded me. She's our state senator right here. She sponsored the nuclear hub bill. The $8 million that got ripped out of Weber State went to Bill Gates. For real. Bill Gates and Governor Cox says they're going to turn Utah into the nuclear hub. Okay. Sure you are. Just a big loot job. So let's spend millions of dollars on the stadium not to play here. What, 5 home games all year? Congratulations, Weber. They needed the win, and they'll take it. And I really applaud the McNeese State coach for going for it. I mean, the humidity down there on Lake Charles, can you imagine how depleted those players were? Whoa. Hell of a game. Crazy game. Wild game. And go to the prevent defense. We know what that does. Prevent winning. What a comeback by McNeese State, huh? Holy cow, what a comeback. BJ Carey with the pick 6. So they'll take it. They'll take it. Let's see if they can build on it. Butler, but then they got to play UC Davis down there. I think Sac State. We'll see how it rolls. I really hate that W. Really hate it. Defacing the mighty, beautiful Sept. They're going to light it up. Homecoming. Against who? Butler? Ain't that a basketball school? Well, Weber used to be too. Then Jay Hill turned into a football school. Now, back to a basketball school? I don't know what it is. Both football and basketball the last 3 years have been a disaster. But this is a big win for them. Congratulations, you guys. Keep your heads up, man. Stay tuned.